Live from KSAT 12, the news at noon starts right now.
And it appears a local man had no way out when fire swept through his home.
San Antonio firefighters were able to pull him from the home, but he did not survive. As Katrina Weber reports, all the rain that was falling at the time was no help when it came to battling the fire.
No matter how hard they tried to save this home, San Antonio firefighters knew what the fire already had taken couldn't be replaced. They got to work right away battling the flames in the 1600 block of San Angelo when they arrived shortly after 4:30 this morning.
While they were working on that, we had fire all along the back spreading to the front. They did locate one victim inside. A
man in his 40s, apparently suffering from smoke inhalation, was found in a back bathroom. Firefighters carried him out, then rushed him off to a hospital, but he died. They say 2 other people got out of the home safely on their own. Firefighters, meanwhile, continued working on the fire under rainy skies that actually hurt more than helped.
All the smoke is kind of held down by the rain, and then you're worried about people walking all around the street, and then you have the responding vehicle.
They also have unanswered questions, including how the fire started.
It could have been anything from cooking to electrical. Again, it's under investigation.
Firefighters couldn't say right away how that man became trapped, why he couldn't escape when everyone else in the house got out. They say they don't believe there was any foul play here, that instead it's possible the man may have become disoriented, then overcome by the smoke. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Near this noon, Governor Greg Abbott not only affirming that razor wire is still being used along the Texas-Mexico border, but this picture appears to show crews putting up more of that razor wire. Not clear exactly when that picture was taken, however.
That wire remaining up despite this week's Supreme Court ruling allowing its removal. The Biden administration has given Texas until the end of today to stop blocking the U.S. Border Patrol's access to more than 2 miles along the U.S.-Mexico border. The wire is part of the state's Operation Lone Star initiative to deter migrants from illegally crossing over. In a tweet, Governor Abbott called it an effective method.
We do have a crew along the border today to get a look at where things stand right now. We'll have a live update this evening on KSAT 12 News at 5 and again at 6. Outside with live camera, we're going to go to TransGuide. If you can look right there in the middle of Salado Creek at I-35 along the access road, you will see a SAPD patrol vehicle still stuck in that high water.
Thankfully, the officer was able to get out safely and is okay. However, he had to leave the car behind until the water recedes.
Now you're looking at video from earlier this morning, just a few minutes after it happened. Police tell us the trouble started when that officer drove to I-35 at Salado Creek to block traffic, but ended up getting stuck himself. Once again, he was able to get out. Everybody is safe, but that vehicle will stay there till the waters recede and they're able to pull that vehicle out of Salado Creek.
And we saw that rain causing a lot of trouble for other drivers, Justin.
Yeah, it sure was, causing issues all over town. And by the way, that police officer trying to do the right thing, blocking those roads, but that water rises quickly, and that's something that can happen, and we're glad everyone is okay. I want to show you the radar because we still have some showers out there at the moment. And these showers are now starting to push east. So we're going to get a little bit of a break, but we're not done yet. There is more, one more round tonight, where we'll see some showers and probably some good downpours. You'll notice there still are some lightning strikes showing up. Those are the white lines you see are in our authority radar that represent some electricity. We've had that through the day and all of last night. It was loud. You may not have gotten much sleep. But again, this activity is starting to push away. And I'll point out that there is still some rain around Gonzales, an area that has picked up a lot of rain within the last 24 hours or so. Here in San Antonio, just a couple of light showers left over and cloudy skies. As we look at the forecast here, the models show, yes, we get a break through the afternoon, but once we get to around 5 o'clock, notice we've got showers and storms developing out west, and these will sweep through the area tonight. So 7 o'clock storms moving a little bit closer. We're not looking for severe weather, but any additional heavy rain may cause issues, and we'll see this track through San Antonio 10 to midnight, and then by midnight this starts to scoot east. And if you're looking for some sun, we may finally get some tomorrow. The rain does come to an end, and you may be able to put that umbrella up at least for a little while. By 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, conditions are dry, although we may be dealing with some fog. So our forecast today will bring rain chances down a little bit during the afternoon and then bring them back up by 6, 7 o'clock and 70% chance of rain overnight. Also notice temperatures staying pretty steady today. It's not going to warm up too much with highs only in the low 60s. We're going to talk about rainfall totals and what we saw last night, plus what does the weekend look like. A lot to get to. More coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Now happening today, City Council is discussing an issue that is a concern for several communities in our area: violence. Leaders want to try to stop it in our city before it happens. Several groups in the city partnered with Metro Health to develop the Violence Prevention Strategic Plan to tackle issues that may lead to crime. So they've decided to establish more access to mental health care and eliminate food insecurity. It's all linked back to Metro Health's 5-year SA Forward plan that launched in 2022.
She was once the Employee of the Year for the Fair Oaks Ranch Police Department, but now she's suing her former employer and claims she was fired for reporting possible misconduct by her chief of police. Lacey Gonzalez's lawsuit, filed this month in State District Court under the Texas Whistleblower Act. She is seeking up to $1 million in monetary relief. One of her biggest claims, that an investigator hired by the city unfairly targeted her.
He was unethical, morally wrong. I don't think he should hold a license to do those type of investigations because he was hired by the city and he didn't investigate what he was hired to investigate.
And coming up at 6, other former officers come forward to discuss what they call a toxic culture inside that small police department.
San Antonio's police chief says a man in his 40s is dead after exchanging gunfire with San Antonio police on the south side. Last night, officers were called to the 5900 block of South Flores for a welfare check after someone had called in a tip that a woman had been killed by her boyfriend or husband. Police arrived at the home to find the woman dead, and that's when the suspect returned to the home.
As officers were investigating, the suspect pulled back up in a vehicle and rammed a patrol car. Once he rammed the patrol car, he pulled out a long gun and fired at an officer standing nearby. Other officers on the scene returned fire. The suspect is deceased on the scene.
McManus says the suspect had a criminal history with 10 arrests, several of which were for violent crimes. He says the man had been out on bond after being charged with making terroristic threats. McManus confirmed none of the 7 officers were injured. Police are still working to gather more information about the woman's death. The officers involved will be placed on administrative duty as the investigation continues.
12 people off the streets this noon after an SAPD undercover operation. Police say these 12 men tried to meet up with minors for sexual conduct. SAPD says undercover officers found the suspects engaging with the children online. Police also say the operation led to 15 additional suspects. They're waiting on warrants to arrest them.
And this was the latest of 4 fires that broke out across the city overnight. This one you see here happened 30 minutes earlier, just before 4 a.m. this morning on the city's south side. Fire crews say a lightning strike likely caused the house fire on the 100 block of Klein Street. A family of 4 made it out safely. However, they'll need a place to stay since the home was severely damaged.
A lot of anticipation in the Frost Bank Center tonight from Spurs fans to see just how long Victor Wembanyama will get to play.
And since 1982, a local nonprofit has been helping families with children and youth facing serious health or developmental challenges. We share the latest addition to their campus that they hope brings positivity and happiness to those who visit them. Coming up next. Welcome back. A local nonprofit helping families who have children with special health care needs is celebrating a new outdoor space.
Looks like fun, doesn't it? This morning, Any Baby Can celebrated their new playground at the campus on Howard Street and West Euclid Avenue. The safe space for children, possible thanks to the Rotary Club of San Antonio. This is part of their service project called Kingdom for Kids.
Any Baby Can serves families with children and youth facing serious health or developmental challenges. Last year, the nonprofit saw almost 10,000 people come through their doors.
It's a huge blessing to our families because it is ADA accessible and any child can play on this playground. It's a huge makeover from what we had in the past when everything shut down during the pandemic. We had a lot of families who were at home, and now we have an amazing place for them to belong.
The nonprofit also provides grief counseling and financial support to families. All the services provided here are at no cost, and it's even more magical in person. That playground was so beautiful today.
Looked really, very nice. Looked like a lot of fun. All right, outside with live cam, no better time than now after we talked about the police cruiser stuck in the high water there at Salado Creek to remind people, turn around, don't drown. Rain coming tonight. Might need to take that into consideration if you're headed towards some low water crossings again.
Good advice. We're saturated. I mean, obviously, we've picked up a ton of rain over the last 3 days. So, yes, everything's saturated. Any little bit of rain, extra rain, could cause some of those low water crossings to be quite dangerous. So let's just avoid them altogether. The aquifer up 1.2. It's up nearly 6 feet since Sunday. That is a huge gain. We're up to 644.3. And the pollen counts just molds. The mountain cedar got washed out finally, but molds are high at 6,710. Another look at that radar, and we'll talk about the rain chances tonight coming up.
Sticky question.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. Oh, there it is. You see it on your screen. So, in celebration of National Peanut Butter Day, are you a smooth or crunchy
creamy
peanut butter or crunchy?
Man,
Creamy.
That's a good one. It depends.
This is going to be interesting because
hate peanut butter.
What?
Wow.
Well, okay, we were not expecting that.
Eliminate you from
Okay, you need to try it in oatmeal.
I can't. I am like, peanut butter is like my least favorite thing in the world. I know that's really weird.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I can't do it. And every morning, Mike is a joke. He has of course he has a jar of peanut butter in his desk. He's like, offers me peanut butter every day.
And you refuse.
And I refuse.
Maybe you ought to try it sometime.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely
I've tried it.
not.
It's no good.
All right, so the good news is we're getting a little break right now. Maybe we can get that police vehicle out of Salado.
More on the way. I don't think that we're just going to get a ton of rain overnight, but any little bit on top of what we've already seen is going to cause more issues. So let's get right to it and show you the radar. So here's what I can tell you for now. is that San Antonio is going to get a break. I think we'll see several hours here where we may not see much at all. I can't rule out a few showers here and there, but most of the bulk of the rainfall is going to push east, and it is right now. We're still seeing, so I think we're seeing some improvements, but around Cuero and Howitzville, rain is still coming down. And a little closer look here at San Antonio, and you'll see that other than maybe a sprinkle or two, we are seeing the rain sort of come to an end. But as I said, yes, I do think we'll get some redevelopment tonight with another little piece of energy that comes through. Let's talk about the rainfall. How much have we seen since Sunday? These numbers, man, they're so good to see. We don't like the flooding, of course, but that is incredible considering where we've been. Floresville over 2 inches, Seguin. Gonzales is the big winner, and they're still getting rain, by the way, but since Sunday, 6.27. Big numbers. You go west, unfortunately, there hasn't been as much rain. Los Maples, Kerrville. You tell you that a lot of that rain came over a drought-stricken area. So this red color you see here
off, but still have some hoop going on. The top team in Class 5A, the Veterans Memorial Boys squad, 28-1 record on the road last night, visiting Piper. Off the tip, let Javay Merriweathers have it, because he is going to do this off the tip. There you go. That was the first play of the night, and good start for the Patriots. Then some serious board work. That leads to a bucket for turning that into some offense. Devin McLeod picks up the loose ball. Darian Dennis trails for the monster putback. There you go. Veterans Memorial finishes on top, 47-32. All right, to Harlan High School, the girls are hooping. O'Connor girls taking on the Taft Raiders. O'Connor's Casey Chavez. Like a little move, like that little move right there. Little jumper. Raiders elect. Right there. Great handles, and she sinks another one as O'Connor wins it 46-37. And speaking of talent, 6'4" star forward out of Clark High School, Ariana Robertson was selected as the 2024 McDonald's All-American. She is on the West roster. They'll tip off against the East team in Houston at the Toyota Center. That's April 2nd. Right now, the Duke signed. They're in the middle of an awesome season as well, 24-2 so far.
Our first electee was a superstar at the plate and in the field, playing 21 seasons for the Dodgers, Mariners, Red Sox, and Rangers. Today, Adrian Beltre becomes a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame.
Adrian Beltre, four-time All-Star, five-time Gold Glove third baseman. Jim Leland. Hey, tonight could be the night we see a lot more of rookie Victor Wembanyama's on the floor. We expect his restriction from minutes to be lifted. However, the Spurs still have a player injury problem tonight. San Antonio's most experienced point guard, Trey Jones, questionable for tonight's match against OKC. They're sitting on top of the Western Conference standings while the Spurs are at the bottom. Remember, Jones suffered a left ankle sprain in the fourth quarter that lost to Philadelphia. And although he came It is a familiar sound for a lot of us, especially at midnight. Cicadas and that loud, obnoxious noise. Those critters are making a comeback, but this time they've got something coming up that won't be around for another couple of centuries. So get ready for that.
Now the problems are piling up for Boeing. The latest issues the company's facing and how it's hoping to address the mounting safety concerns.